Today's topic of our discussion is what is meditation and why we should meditate. Meditation is not an unpopular word. It is very well-known word. People who are looking for mental rest, physical fitness, physical beauty, they are also very much interested to learn meditation because meditation is the method through which we cannot get only the spiritual heights, but all these physical and mental benefits also. And that's why people, those who are looking for physical fitness, mental peace, mental rest, they are also learning meditation. So what is meditation? Why we should meditate? What are the higher benefits of meditation? All these points we will discuss in our today's lecture. Let me share my PowerPoint presentation before we start our discussion. So what is meditation? People know that meditation is a concentration of mind, but we have to see that is it only the definition through which we can understand meditation, or there are some other dimensions or aspects of meditation which we have to understand. So what is meditation? The very oldest text written in Hindu tradition by the author Patanjali is Yoga Sutra. It is a compendium of yoga. Every aspect of yoga is discussed in this particular text. The author Patanjali has defined the concept of yoga, the different limbs of yoga, and all the different higher benefits of yoga. So what is yoga? Though this term yoga is taken today in a very limited sense, in a very narrow sense, and that is physical exercise or breathing exercise or physical fitness or for cleansing the internal system of our body. But that is not the main thing of yoga. Physical exercise and mental exercise are only the supportive limbs, or you can say supportive tools or techniques which are used to strengthen the power of meditation. The physical fitness, mental fitness, to sit in meditation for longer time. So they are meant for strengthening your stamina of body, to prepare your body for longer meditation or deeper meditation. And they are not meant for physical fitness or mental peace. They are eventually come to you, but that is not the main goal. So what is yoga? Yoga in a Yoga Sutra. So yoga is a very comprehensive, very inclusive concept in which physical exercise, breathing exercise, and many other things are also included. But the main focus of yoga is on meditation or ecstasy state, in which the aspirant goes into deeper meditation to realize his own inner self or divine power. So that is the main purpose. And the term yoga itself is explained in the sense that yoga means to join, to yoke. And to join to yoke means there must be some two things which should be joined together. And what are those two things? The inner self and the divine power. How we can connect ourselves to the divine power, and what can be the best method for that? And in search of that method, the concept of yoga comes into existence. So you have understood that yoga is a very comprehensive concept, and the main emphasis of yoga is not on physical fitness or mental peace, but connectivity with the divine power, the supreme power, or the spiritual reality. So, what is yoga? How it is defined in Yoga Sutra? We see this definition: Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga means meditation, Chitta means psyche, Nirodha means concentration or control. So when we control our mind, when we concentrate our mind on particular thing for a longer period, then it is known as yoga or meditation. There is one another definition which we find in Manonushasana, the text which has been written by a religious leader, spiritual figure, and a social reformer, Acharya Tulsi, who was the great scholar and religious leader of Jain tradition in 19th century. He is writing in his yoga text, Ekakre Manasanniveshanam Yoga Nirodho Dhyanam. Ekakre means on one object, Manasanniveshanam means to concentrate mind, that is meditation. This is one definition. And another definition or another alternative definition is Yoga Nirodho. Yoga Nirodho means, yoga means activities. Here yoga doesn't mean meditation. Yoga means activities. So mental, physical, and vocal activities. When these activities are stopped, and that state is called meditation. So it means when our mind, when our vocal cord, when our body becomes completely relaxed and become free from all activities, then we enter into the arena of meditation. So meditation is a kind of concentration of mind on one object for a longer period, or concentration is to control the mental, physical, and vocal activities, or to stop them and to go into deeper state, which is thoughtless state, motionless state, and going into that state to realize our own inner divine self is meditation. So that's why it is said that in strict sense, meditation is a practice of self-realization. It is not just for some external or physical benefits. So the main purpose of meditation is self-realization. In Hindu tradition, it is the realization or You can say connection with the divine power is the main purpose of meditation. Now, why we should meditate? So there are two denominators or concerns for which we meditate. The first is how to develop intelligence. We are looking for some enlightenment. We are looking some higher intelligence. We are looking for some inner wisdom. And for that, we are looking for meditation. And the second reason, how one can be free from suffering or ache. Since suffering is a long-standing problem of human existence or the existence of all living beings. And we want to be free from this problem of suffering. As it is said, Jamma Dukkham, Jara Dukkham, Rogaya Marananya, Ohu Dukkho Sansarodattaki Santi Janto. There are 4 types of sufferings which are eternally going on, and how they can be stopped, how they can be eliminated. So what are the 4 types of sufferings we are facing in our life? Birth is suffering, old age is suffering, illness is suffering, and death is suffering. The world is full of sufferings where the living beings are getting pains. So most of the people, they celebrate their birthday, and so they don't think that the birth is suffering. But we can ask the newly born child that when he comes out of his mother's womb, how much pain he feels. So when we take birth, it is not painless, though there are certain medical treatment or facilities are available in which mother gets painless state in which she can easily give birth to a child without feeling any kind of pain. Though we are not talking, the great sages and seers are not talking just about that kind of pain, but they are saying that when someone takes birth, then only he or she has to suffer for many problems and issues of life. So birth itself is a kind of suffering. How one can be free from all these kind of sufferings? And that's why we are looking for some permanent solution to these long-standing human predicaments. The main and the other reasons for which we are looking for meditation is that intuition with love. How we can get knowledge, inner insight, or inner wisdom, which is having love for all, which is having compassion for all, which is having friendliness with all. So what we can do for that? So meditation is meant to awaken the inner wisdom that simultaneously develops intuition and love. Intuition because it is part of process, love because it is the outcome of the process. Meditation is journey into us and beyond. It is to extend our reality and to claim a power that is beyond all other powers. It is the power that keeps us connected with our own higher reality, in which we see that we are not different from others and others are not different from me. And that's why we all are belonging to one and the same class of existence. All other beings are my fellow beings. I should not hate with them. I should try to live with peace with them. So meditation is sought to get such kind of intuition, such kind of inner wisdom in which we have universal love, universal compassion, universal friendliness, and harmony with all. This power also keeps us always in the present moment, as said, Khanam Jana Hi Pandiye. The voice knows each moment. Meditation keeps us always connected with the present moment. And when someone is in the present moment, he might have no hatred, no jealousy, no worries, no anxieties, no depressions. He can be always happy when he is in the present moment. He can enjoy that moment and can get best benefit of that moment. As with all powers, it also brings responsibility. It is development that will radically transform our relation to our world and all others. So when we do meditation, we get such kind of internal powers in which we find that we have some responsibility, great responsibility towards not only to my family or my dear ones, near dear ones, but for all humanity, for all the globe. So that kind of responsibility we can realize when we get such kind of powers which is generated in meditation. The another benefit which we get in meditation is that some new reality opens before us. Another level of our own existence comes before us as a new reality. We embark on a new journey. We realize our access to knowledge, which is no longer the same as it was before meditation. Similarly, we experience that our intuition power is becoming sharper day by day. We are getting more and more happiness and energy and do not find any kind of boundaries. They all are boundless or unlimited. So that kind of a unlimited energy, infinite source of energy, we get inside when we go into deeper meditation. Otherwise, we are always looking for the energy outside. And we are depending on so many different types of nutritious things, nutritious medicines, or vaccination, booster, Pfizer, to get the energy or antibody or to boost our immune system. But if we can go into deeper meditation, if we do properly physical exercise every day and breathing exercise, the immune system automatically gets boosted by all these things. We don't need anything from outside. We ourselves are having full healing system inside. One more benefit which we get through meditation is that we start sometimes thinking about others. We get knowledge of the minds of other people. Automatically, we could come to know what is going on in the case of other people who are suffering from some issues, So in meditation, sometimes we begin to receive information about others and we begin to be able to slide into their reality, to feel that we are really standing in their shoes, able to feel what they would feel, know what they would know, or at least we start thinking that something like that seems to be going on in their minds. So this kind of ability is developed with time when we do meditation regularly and with full awareness. There are some other benefits of meditation, and for that, meditation is always desirable. So, what other benefits? So, intuitive thoughts. When someone does meditation regularly with full concentration, then after some days of practice or some months of practice or some years of practice, he starts in experiencing that he is getting some kind of intuitive talks in him. He has started some kind of talks which he has never thought of before speaking or talking. So in meditation, one gets some intuitive talks, the talks where the meditator opens himself to whatever words come from the deepest levels of his own consciousness without censoring what he says. Basically, the talks come through him but are not prepared or thought out by him. The meditator gets as surprised as anyone listening to him. A particular focus seems to take over, and the words flow from the deep and sure, the source of knowledge and understanding. The wisdom contained in the talks is very profound. It is not the same as the ancient wisdom, but more like an approach to it, or sometimes simply another way of saying it. You would see that the ancient sages and seers, whatever they have said, the same thing is coming out of the meditator who is meditating regularly and with full dedication. So one can begin to understand how each age says the truths it needs in the idiom of its time. It was and is elements of essential spiritual knowledge, but especially appropriate to our dilemmas and situation at this point in history. So this kind of intuitive benefits we get when we go into meditation. We also get a kind of new approach when we start this kind of intuitive talks. The talks also present a new way of thinking, offering a fresh approach for a wider understanding of the universe and key aspects of ourselves and our relationships. Also, they are tools for thinking in a new way, a way oriented towards developing into a different space and broadening our perspective. At the same time, one begins to understand and accept that the talks come from no more, no less than a deeper level of oneness, oneself. In other words, one gets access to one's own wisdom. So it is true that thoughts are coming from within the meditator, but sometimes he also thinks that these thoughts are coming from some divine power or some from somewhere and he is only the receiver, or you can say mediator. Now, what are the other benefits which we get from meditation, and which are very much fascinating to the common people? So, the physical fitness. We are looking for meditation to be physically more fit, and that is also one of the benefits of meditation. It is said that meditation helps each bodily cell to revitalize itself. It facilitates digestion, it makes respiration more efficient, and improves circulation and quality of blood. So, if somebody is getting all these benefits, it is natural that he will be more interested in practicing meditation. Mental peace is the biggest concern of today's lifestyle. The materialistic lifestyle has created so many, so many tensions, worries, pressures, and people are not able to control their mind even. They are getting so many thoughts, so many worries, so many tensions in their life, and they want to get rid of this unrest of mind. They want to concentrate on one object, but they are not able to control, because there are so many things which they have to think at a time. So meditation proves to be an applied method to train the mind to concentrate and to be in rest. It cleans and relaxes the mind. It offers a way to treat serious psychosomatic illness without drugs. It is an efficient tool for ending addictions and other bad habits. It reveals to one the mysteries of his mind by the realization of the real subconscious and unconscious level of his own existence. So, meditation helps us to get mental peace and tranquility. It can bring us out of the old addictions, and it can also help us to realize our inner potentials when we come in the contact of our own subconscious and unconscious level. Now you see that the biggest drawback of today's thinking or behavior, or we can say mindset, that the people are not able to control their emotions. They immediately react to the situation which is not in their favor. If something is wrong, they are not able to control their emotions, to take some negative action, which becomes sometimes very harmful for the person who is taking that action and also for the society. So many types of reactive violences, cultural conflicts, and other issues are popping up in the society because of emotional imbalance. So how we can control our emotions? how meditation can help us to get this emotional control or emotional intelligence. So it is said that the strengthening of conscious reasoning, which is possible through meditation, controls reactions to environmental conditions, situations, and behavior of others. Harmonization of the functioning of nervous and endocrine systems result in control and ultimate eradication of psychological distortions. The control on negative emotions leads one to attain freedom from anguish and infatuation, and also to become free from the effects of mental afflictions and torments. So these are possible when we practice regular meditation. This is the main purpose of meditation, that we should be emotionally balanced, controlled, and if possible, to be free from all different types of negative emotions which are harmful to ourselves, for society, for the community, and for the globe. So these emotional imbalances, and thereby to control all the psychological or distortions and mental afflictions, is possible if we could set some time for meditation, at least 5 to 10 minutes every day in our regular life. So these are the different benefits I have discussed about meditation. And this is the main purpose that we are looking for meditation practice. If we want to achieve all, or if we want to realize all these benefits in our life, it is necessary for us to practice meditation at least for 20 minutes minimum every day at regular basis. We can get immense benefit of meditation. So if I have discussed some of the points, though meditation is a source of many other benefits, but I am not talking all the benefits in one lecture. We will discuss all these things eventually in different other lectures, and we will go into deeper study of all those things. But right now, just I have given just an overview or a blueprint why we should meditate. If somebody has any question or something is not clear, you are always welcome to communicate with me through email. And if it is required, I can talk to you online, and we can set Zoom time for our talk or discussion if something is not clear. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture.